can tell you with certainty that after 18 years, Natalee's case is solved. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. It's over. Joran Sloot is no longer the suspect in my daughter's murder. He is the killer.
What if the truth behind Natalee Holloway's disappearance is far darker than we could ever imagine?
The longtime suspect in the 2005 disappearance of Alabama teen Natalee Holloway has now admitted he beat her to death on a beach in Aruba after she refused to have sex with him.
This isn't just a tragic story. It's a mystery that has kept the world on edge for years.
Nearly 2 decades after Alabama teen Natalee Holloway vanished in Aruba, her mother learned for sure what she always suspected. Natalee was killed by Joran Sloot.
Don't miss out on the shocking details that still haunt Aruba today.
Now for what's trending in true crime, our coverage continues of the spring break disappearance of Sudiksha Konaki in the Dominican Republic. And it's hard not to compare the situation to the case of Natalee Holloway. You'll recall she vanished on her high school senior trip in Aruba 20 years ago.
On May 26, 2005, Natalee Holloway, an 18-year-old student from Birmingham, Alabama, boarded a private plane to Aruba. The flight was part of an unofficial graduation trip, a 5-day getaway with 124 classmates and 7 chaperones. For Natalee, this was supposed to be a celebration of academic achievements. She had graduated high school with straight A's, was accepted to the University of Alabama on a full scholarship, and had big dreams of becoming a pre-med student. Little did anyone know, this flight would be the last time anyone would see her alive. Natalee's life had always been filled with promise. Born on October 21, 1986, her parents divorced when she was just 7 years old, and her mother, Beth, raised her as a single parent for several years before marrying businessman Job Twitty. The Holloways moved to Mountain Brook, Alabama, an affluent community where they hoped for a fresh start. As Natalee entered high school, the family settled into their new life, unaware that a seemingly innocent vacation would soon lead to an unspeakable tragedy. Upon arriving in Aruba, the students checked into the Holiday Inn Hotel in the northwestern part of the island, just 17 minutes from the capital. The party began almost immediately. Witnesses later reported excessive drinking and partying among the students, and Natalee, while known for her intelligence, was said to have partaken in the revelry. Her mother, however, insisted that Natalee was naive and lacked experience in such indulgences. A trace. On May 29, 2005, everything changed. Natalee went to a casino at the Holiday Inn and was later seen at Carlos and Charlie's, a popular bar and grill. She was talking to an unidentified man. Witnesses saw Natalee leave the bar with the same man around midnight, the last confirmed sighting of her. The next morning, her friends discovered that Natalee was missing. Her room was found as if she had been preparing to leave. Passport, luggage, and personal belongings were all in place, but there was no sign of her. Beth Twitty was immediately informed and flew to Aruba with her husband and close family friends to begin the search. Upon arrival, Beth was shown security footage from the casino. There, Natalee was seen sitting near an 18-year-old man named Joran Sloot. Later, it was revealed that Joran was also the... However, these stories were quickly retracted, as Joran admitted that he had lied, especially about the supposed extortion. His behavior, including frequent media appearances, only added to his notoriety and the growing suspicion surrounding him. Meanwhile, Aruban authorities continued to struggle with the case, with no solid evidence to hold Joran accountable. Theories and false leads. As the years went by, the case seemed to grow colder. False leads and rumors continued to flood the media, including reports of a body found in a landfill and sightings of Natalee's remains at sea. None of these turned out to be true. Some have speculated that Joran and his friends had drugged Natalee, making it easier for them to manipulate or even harm her. The theory that Joran had disposed of her body in the ocean after she died on the beach remains a possibility, though the extensive underwater searches conducted by authorities yielded no clues. Some even suggested that a local party boat DJ, Steve Gregory Crows, had helped dispose of Natalee's body. But without evidence, this theory remains speculative at best. Another theory revolves around the idea that the Aruban government may have covered up Natalee's disappearance in order to protect the island's tourism industry. The sluggish initial response from authorities, coupled with the frequent release of Joran and his associates, led many to believe that there was a deeper conspiracy at play. The final twist. In 2008, the case took another unexpected turn when Joran Sloot made a shocking confession to an undercover reporter, Patrick van der Diem. In a recorded conversation, Joran claimed that he had been involved in Natalee's death, but just as quickly, he retracted his statement, claiming that he had lied to impress the reporter, whom he believed was a drug dealer. Despite this confession, the Aruban authorities did not rearrest Joran, citing a lack of sufficient evidence. The case once again fell into the shadows, with no new leads or breakthroughs. Yet in 2012, the courts in Alabama declared Natalee Holloway legally dead, bringing an official end to a 7-year-long saga. The unsolved mystery. To this day, the case of Natalee Holloway remains unsolved. The disappearance of this promising young woman, just days before embarking on the next chapter of her life, continues to haunt the minds of those who follow the case. Was Joran van der Sloot responsible for her death, or did others play a role? Will we ever know the truth? As time passes, the mystery of Natalee Holloway's disappearance remains one of the most enduring and perplexing cases in modern true crime history. Every new revelation, every new theory, brings us no closer to the answers we seek. But one thing is certain: the story of Natalee Holloway is far from over. This haunting case continues to raise more questions than answers, and we may never know the full truth behind Natalee Holloway's disappearance. But the story doesn't end here. Stay with us, because in our next video, we'll unravel the chilling mystery of Tamla Horsford's death, another case filled with eerie twists you don't want to miss. Hit that subscribe button now, so you're the first to know when we uncover the shocking details. Join the journey of discovery, because the next chapter could change everything. Subscribe and stay tuned.